Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 10 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 36, Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Winston now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jameis Winston sacked.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made by...
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game. Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball? And in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
That catch good for only a couple. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs. The one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Kickoff for New Orleans.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big run there by Jones. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion. Sometimes.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. From the gun, Winston.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Recovered by the Bucs.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up
2nd and 10.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score Saints 10, Buccaneers 7.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
32-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will knot us up at 10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw for Winston. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Devin White able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Winston stepping up. He'll try and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
No.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Harris to return. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Buccaneers.
extra point try now for Saka. And the lead is up to 5. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Complete to Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
40-yard line.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading him out.
And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady to Gronk, a familiar ring to that one, and it's a Buccaneers 1st down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They call him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 38, Brady.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Antonio Brown incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
By the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
17. Saints.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Man open left side is Brown. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
Now a carry for Bernard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
18-yard line.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly.
Yeah, that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the
There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
The blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. 3rd and long for Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And the Saints.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers' 34-yard line.
Now Winston, he will keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shaquille Barrett.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First and
back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Saints 12.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
7-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
On 1st and 10, Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he almost intercepted it.
Winston's pass.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Winston.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Saints.
Jameis again. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The 46-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
Winston's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 9 yards that time.
First down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Again, it's Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A second down throw for Winston. Finding Harris over the middle. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off near his own 48. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments.